Benny Johnson here in beautiful sunny Florida. Look at this statue, John. Absolutely offensive. You got obviously a white person here in the statue. They're grabbing an animal abuse. You got a white statue itself. This statue's got to come down. Where's Antifa? Very good question. Maybe because being Antifa is illegal in Florida. That's right. Ron Desantis signed anti-rioting legislation this month in this state and then went on TV to say if you want to bring your domestic terrorism to this state, you want to tear down our statues, hurt our people, you're going to jail, buddy-o, buckaroo.
If you look at the breadth of this particular piece of legislation, it is the strongest anti-rioting, pro-law enforcement piece of legislation in the country. This bill protects all monuments in Florida. You have no right to go in and take down monuments. We're not going to let the mob win the day with that. If you riot, if you loot, if you harm others, particularly if you harm a law enforcement officer during one of these violent assemblies, you're going to jail. We're going to hold you accountable, and we're not going to end up like Portland, where this is just a daily occurrence where these people are doing this. They get arrested, they have their mugshot taken, and then they get put right back on the street to do it again.
Wow, maybe that's why the statues are still up and why people in Florida are relatively happy, free, and peaceful. We're going to ask people today if they want more Antifa in their life or less Antifa in their life, and what their message would be to Antifa if they tried to come down to the free state of Florida, especially with this new anti-riot bill. Very nice. I can't wait to hear what they have to say. Let's go find out. What is your message to Antifa if they came around and tried to cause problems? What's your message? They're watching right now.
Stay away. Stay away and go somewhere else.
I'm for real. I'm for real.
I would love to see Antifa just banished and squashed out like the bugs that they are.
And with records certain to fall, the only question we have is, are you in good hands?
No Antifa. What do you say to Antifa that want to come to Florida and cause a bunch of mischief?
Leave your knives and guns and Molotov cocktails at home, please.
There's a lot of cocktails being drank in Florida, but just not Molotov cocktails.
No, we don't want the flammable ones. Yeah. I know there are some pretty potent ones here, but just leave the flammable ones home, all right?
What's your favorite cocktail?
I'd have to say a Mai Tai.
Hey, all right, Mai Tai.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Hear that, Antifa? Put down the Molotov cocktails, pick up a Mai Tai with your boy, fund your police. Very easy.
This bill actually prevents against local governments defunding law enforcement. We'll be able to stop it at the state level. And if you look at some of these places that have done this, they've already seen crime go up, even just diverting some of the funding to this. And so it's an insane theory. It's not going to be allowed to ever carry the day in the state of Florida.
No, they shouldn't be allowed. In the state. They should be. Antifa?
Yeah.
Absolutely, no.
Yeah. What's your message to Antifa?
My message?
Yeah, if someone's like, I should come down to Florida and start breaking some windows.
I look at what goes on in Portland, and they'll have people, they'll arrest them. These are all scraggly looking, Antifa types. They get their mugshot taken, and then they get released. And it's like a carousel. On and on it goes.
Stay in your hometown and take care of that first.
I think she should run for governor.
She should.
Hey, have you cleared your city out? If you haven't cleared your city out, don't be traveling.
So that was a firework thrown by protesters. I don't know if that person's okay.
Down here, they've signed legislation, anti-riot legislation, they call it. That is like anti-Antifa legislation. That's like, you can't come down here and riot, you can't come down and attack cops, you'll go into jail, guaranteed no bail. What do you think of that? You think of that, you like that legislation?
I would love to see that nationwide.
Yeah.
So, of course, that's not going to happen with, Sleepy Joe in office, but, one can only dream.
You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words.
If Antifa comes down here, you assault a cop, you're going to jail, maximum sentence, like you're done, donezo. What is your message to Antifa who want to come to Florida?
Don't bother, because half of us don't even need the police. Just saying.
It's true.
Gavin is based. You're in favor of that, though. You're in favor of like a stronger, like no riots, no craziness down here in Florida. Peaceful law and order.
Who would want riots in their community? I mean, really.
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way. I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
You know what? We have 3 sons, and they're all adults. And I'm like, always remember when you're getting angry, don't break your own stuff. Don't harm yourself or break your own stuff.
The wisdom here. Don't break your own stuff, because they typically tear up their own cities and burn them all down.
I'm like, you get some energy, start rebuilding.
Yeah. What's your message? You seem like a patriot. You seem like, I don't know, maybe gun owners in this family. Who knows? Yeah, maybe you got some gun owners in this family.
My husband stands in line to get his ammo on Mondays.
That's right. Terrorists, domestic terrorists is what they are.
Absolutely.
That's right. Or bugs. They're very weak people. You ever see them? They're like thin, translucent skin. They look like vampires. Yeah, and they're very thin. You just squash them. You could squash them.
You could, like this.
Boom. See that, John? Bam. Oh, here we go. There you go. Bye. Goodbye. Antifa and
Money, I got money, I got.
So the governor says, you love Florida. The governor just signed anti-riot legislation. He says, no Antifa down here in Florida. What is your message? Because you travel all over the place. What is your message to like domestic terrorists, Antifa, people that want to come down and cause trouble down here?
We don't want it. Like, this is America. Like, we're out. Like, it's freedom. I don't.
We also understand that victims need to be compensated. And so if you have a situation where a local government is grossly negligent, where they abdicate their responsibility to protect people and property, like we saw in some of these cities throughout the United States, we will waive sovereign immunity and let you get compensated by suing those local governments.
You don't want that, because like you don't want people to come down and terrorize your community. John and I have been covering this all year in DC. They've been burning everything, rioting, going crazy.
Crazy. And I have a small child too. She's 6. We don't want that.
No, of course not. You don't want your kid to grow up and like become a statistic because some mob came and did violent stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, anti-riot legislation.
So for example, if you have a violent assembly and you throw a brick and hit a police officer, under our bill, you're going to jail. And that's what needs to happen, okay?
There's no Antifa in Florida.
Correct. Well, at least not, maybe like big cities like Orlando or Tampa and stuff like that, but around here it's not really a problem.
Yeah. Don't come, Antifa. Do not come to Florida.
Yep, stay home.
That's right. And the cops are funded now, so they can take care of you, baby.
Yeah, get a job, it's not worth it.
Statue of Zeus is still up here in Florida for 2 reasons. 1, Zeus is open carrying, look at that. 2, anti-riot legislation. That's right, if you're Antifa, you come down here, you riot, you tear down a statue, you assault a cop, you are going to jail. No bail, maximum sentence. That's a guarantee based on Florida law. No Antifa here, no domestic terrorists here. It's a beautiful thing, and the people don't want you here. That's right. And if you cross the state line, you might just get a trident right in the ass. So, enjoy Portland or whatever other shithole you live in. Don't come to Florida. That's the message this week on Benny on the Block. We'll see you next week. Hey, it's Benny Johnson here, Turning Point USA's Chief Creative Officer. If you like this video you just watched, be sure to subscribe to the official Turning Point USA channel and never miss an episode. See you guys next week.